Hi, it's Nancy today. Well, I just escaped before it rained. I was out in my ooh, it's coming down harder. I was out in my labyrinth counting 99 willows. And then I heard a sound over in the woods over there. It was almost like wind, but the trees weren't moving. It thundered once while I was out in the willows, and I thought, oh, I better go. And I could hear the odd drop. So I got out to the road, and that's when I heard the sound on the other side. It sounded like wind, and then I realized it was rain, and it was coming my way. So I ran, and I got here into the berm. Never go under a tree in a lightning storm, but I have cameras. I don't want them to get wet. So here I am under here, and then I still had those two cups. So look where I put the cups. I screwed them on. And now here I am in the woods. My camera bag and stuff is underneath me down there. And I think we're all going to be staying nice and dry in here. Oh, it's letting up a little bit. I know if I try and make a run for the house, I'll get wet, and my camera will get wet. Even through my camera case, probably. It's in my camera case plus 2 bags. So I think it's going to be okay if I stay here and wait until it goes away. And I could read, but it's kind of dripping a little bit on me. It's nice to be outside in a thunderstorm. Do you ever do that? Do you ever go outside in a thunderstorm? See, in here it's not raining. It'll be dripping through after a while. Once it makes the leaves heavy up there, then they'll start falling on me. But you know, it's interesting because now there's animals in here with me. I heard a red squirrel. I love thunder. Just love it. Yep. Oh, and another thing. I happen to have some Coke down here. I brought along a little Coke. I know, yucky. People don't like drinking Coke is kind of yucky. But anyway, I brought it along. And as it happened, I was getting all mosquito bitten up. So I took the Coke and I rubbed it all over my arms and legs. It's aspartame, Diet Coke. And the mosquitoes would land on me, but they wouldn't bite. Isn't that interesting? They don't like aspartame. Look at all the water these guys are kicking up as they drive. This is your new rain hat. There. Do you see? You're nice and protected. You know, it's like a bird. A bird, let's just lie down here. Get all situated in the hammock. Ah, yes. Here we've got our umbrella. It's perfect, isn't it? Okay, now. You wouldn't think that something as small as the lid of a container would be enough to keep your camera dry, but of course it is, as long as the rain doesn't fall on your camera. When a bird, in the hot sun, a bird doesn't need to have, it can live out where it's pretty open and hot, because only one tree, one leaf is big enough for a bird to sit under. Isn't that interesting? So a bird can sit under mosquito. I guess the aspartame isn't working. Well, you know, I was desperate. They were getting me. And I'm going to get soaked anyway sometime, so I might as well do that with it. Now it's dripping down through the trees. But I am above my cameras. Yeah, aspartame 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. So 5 seconds was right over my head. Like 3, 1. When did it start? 3 seconds? Now, the speed of sound, people always say, if you count, this is the most ridiculous thing. People say when you count after lightning before the thunder, every second is a mile. But sound does not move at a mile per second. No, it doesn't. Did you think about that? Nobody thought about that. They just go ahead and say, oh yes, a mile per second, it must be 5 miles away. No. Sound travels at 300 meters per second. 1,000 meters is a kilometer, which is less than a mile. So, in 3 seconds, it's a kilometer away. A little more than 3 seconds and it's a mile away. Between 3 and 4 seconds. No, more than that. Kilometers, a little more than half of a mile, I think. I don't know. Don't ask me these questions. I'm not a mathematician. But I do know, my husband, who is a mathematician, said there's 300 meters, sound travels at 300 meters per second. I have a feeling it's going to come again. It's going to go crack. It's going to hit the 2 trees that my hammock is attached to. But we're down in a valley. We were up on a hill, maybe. Anyway, I better go.